CBSE Board Economics. I'm Saddam Sen here. Today we're discussing a very important topic in national income accounting, measurement of national income. We have seen gross domestic product, that is nominal GDP and real GDP, or GDP at current prices, GDP at constant prices. So simply let's understand once again, nominal GDP is also called GDP at current prices. Real GDP is called GDP at constant prices. How do we get nominal GDP at current prices? You can find out GDP at current prices by multiplying the goods and services produced in the current year with the prices of the same year. For example, the goods produced in 2021 with the prices of 2021, you get nominal GDP. How do you get real GDP? By multiplying the goods and services produced in the current year with the prices of the base year constant year, you get real GDP. We have already seen that nominal GDP is not so important for the economy, real GDP is important. Why it is so important? Because if real GDP is increasing, standard of living of the people will go up, there will be economic development, there is a growth in the economy, more availability of goods and services. If only nominal GDP is increasing, it is because of inflation. It does not indicate the real growth in the economy. Now we discuss one more important topic. We've seen that real GDP is important for the economy. But now we'll discuss, does real GDP increases the welfare of the people? Real GDP increases welfare, happiness of the people. Does increase in real GDP guarantees welfare or happiness? The answer is no. Let's discuss why. Increase in real GDP may not increase the welfare of the people. Let's see, because of the following reasons. What are these? Number one, harmful products. Increase in the production of harmful products. Maybe the real GDP is increasing because of increase in more production of drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, arms, ammunition. Because of this, the real GDP is increasing, but it does not increase the welfare of the people. They are very harmful. So we cannot guarantee that increase in real GDP increases the welfare, number one. Number two, because simple words, increase in harmful production of more useless products or which are harmful will decrease the welfare of the people. That's the first point. Second point, real GDP is increasing, but the distribution is not proper in the economy. It's not equitably distributed in the economy. Then the happiness, welfare of the people will not go up. What does it mean? If real GDP is going in the hands of few rich individuals, rich becomes richer and the poor becomes poorer, it will not increase the welfare of the people. Harmful products will decrease the welfare. Number two, if real GDP is not equitably distributed, it will bring down the welfare of the people. Number three, there are some activities in the economy which take place but which will give you the happiness or welfare of the people, which will increase the welfare, but they're not included in real or GDP at constant prices. Which are these? Maybe recreational activities, sports, games will increase the welfare of the people, but they're not included in real GDP. Maybe your mother's affection, love and affection between the family members increase the welfare, but does not increase the in real GDP. That means real GDP is reduced by that amount which is increasing welfare. 3 points. Fourth point, if the rate of population explosion, growth rate of population is much faster than the rate of growth of real GDP, welfare of the people will not go up. If the rate of growth of population is much faster than the rate of growth of real GDP, it does not increase the welfare. And the last point, externalities. What are externalities? Externalities are benefits or harms caused to an individual for which no one is paid for or penalized. There are externalities. There are two kinds of externalities in the economy. Number one is positive externality. Number two is negative externality. What is positive externalities? The government has provided you street lighting, parks, they provided you recreational centers, sports complexes, swimming pools. They increase your welfare. They increase your welfare, but you are not paying anything for it. That's a positive externality. That's pretty good. It will increase your welfare, but it's not included in real GDP. There are other externalities. We call them as negative externality. What are negative externalities? Factories pollute the atmosphere. Buses, traffic pollute the atmosphere. Air pollution, water pollution. Factories pollute the water. They decrease the welfare of the people. Those are for which no one is penalized. So externalities are benefits or harms caused to an individual for which no one is paid for or penalized. So externalities, positive externalities increase the welfare, but they're not taken into care in real GDP. Negative externalities decrease the welfare of the people, but they're also not taken into consideration while calculating real GDP. So that's another point. So let's see how real GDP does not increase the welfare because of 5 reasons. Number one, if the real GDP is not equitably distributed, welfare of the people will come down. Number two, if the economy is producing more of harmful products, it will reduce the welfare of the people. Number three, some activities, recreation, sports, games increase the welfare, but they are not taken into account. Same way, in villages, they have still barter system. Goods are exchanged for goods. They are not accounted for in real GDP, though they increase the welfare of the people. Number four, if the population growth is much faster than the real GDP, it will decrease the welfare of the people. Last point, externalities. Externalities are benefits or harms caused to an individual for which no one is paid or penalized for. Those positive externalities increase the welfare. They are not included in real GDP. Negative externalities decrease the welfare of the people. They are not included while calculating real GDP. That's all we have time for this video. Till we meet next time, goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like and comment. Bye bye guys. Bye.